when devs do something, every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price. I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot.
There's bears out here.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. The pretty epic meltdown stream across the markets. Not even gold's doing well. Gold's down 0.77%. Some big support's been broken on some big cryptos, but just starting the stream with a QQQ.
Technology, what is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
It is super whack. It's been whack, and at this point, from its good God, all these altcoins are melting down. Bitcoin at lows of day right now, 78,050, lowest lows we've seen since November 10th. As I'm speaking to you, good God, QQQ down 12.78% in 16 days. All right. So index funds also all at session lows right now. So it is a good God. Dude, what the? Oh man, I saw these alerts. I know they're probably loud and annoying. Look at the S&P 500. Low. Hey, gap filled. Chat. Hype in the chat for the gap fill from September 12th. I'm about to turn my alerts off. I know it's loud, dude. I know, but this is across all markets. Different ones going off. Solana alert, BNB alert, Tesla alert, S&P alert. Lows across the board. Solana lows of day, lows of many months. So yeah, remember we were discussing last week on Friday about the 565 level, that old all-time high from July and August 2024. Breaking that, you're in a lot of trouble. They're breaking that cleanly, like you're kind of capitulating through it, right? There's been no test of it. It was just hot knife through butter. That's, yeah, meltdown. So where's like support resistance looking left, man? I mean, maybe a swing high 550, but that's psychological maybe. But a swing low, I mean 540 target. That's your next discernible level, maybe September 6, 2024. So you know, breaking that 200 like it was nothing. And the issue with like we know at some point this sell-off will conclude with a rally. But the issue now is you're getting so deep that I don't know if buyers on the attempted rally are even going to be able to come close to rivaling the previous high. So you might be on that attempted rally putting in your lower high, and we haven't had a lower high yet. And you have to have a lower high to be able to... Oh my God, dude, the volatility index is at its highest. Jesus. All right, volatility index at its highest level since August 8th.
Can devs do something?
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Is this your homework, Larry?
See what happens, Larry?
The VIX up 21.6%. But the volatility index since February 19th is up 89% and still climbing. Dude, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I set up alerts for myself, and like I go live, and I can't like go turn off all my... I don't know. There's a way to turn off all alerts temporarily, and instead of like, I guess I could go into the alert log and do that, but yeah, I'm just not really thinking about that when I'm like getting ready for my stream. So, okay, Bitcoin, let's just freaking go to it. I can't even talk without freaking stupid alert, Micron alert going off. Jesus. Hello? So Bitcoin, lowest level again since November 10th, below $78,000 for the first time since November. And we're just patiently waiting on, you see the wave structure, that potential butterfly structure is extremely valid, and we're working on getting there. That at least the beginning of the price reversal zone, the 1272, confluent with the 1618 here, be perfect with that 73,835 old all-time high from March of 2024, right here. As you can see, that's the target area. It's been the target ever since that price action. That's just like, you can't ignore that stuff, man. You just have to pay attention, because price action is the most important thing above all. Like, structures are cool, patterns are cool, divergence, oscillators are cool, but it's price action number one. You don't really have to have an edge. Your oscillators don't have to be implying anything. You don't have to have anything outside of price action correlating to key levels, and it can really help you determine maybe what might be coming next. As we're looking at this type of price action too, all these highs, like they're just failing to break this level so long. Oh, last points of supply, Wyckoff distribution. The distribution's continuing. That distribution right here, those were the two lowest highs of the 2-month downtrend we've been in. 77.6 and falling, only down 3.78%, but some really bad news. Some of these altcoins are murdered. Okay, we have like major technical events occurring today on Ethereum and Solana, right? Where they were holding above those supports, but if they break them, it's over. Like, you're done. And they broke them. So, well, I'm sure on stream mode it doesn't do that. I have to manually do this every stream. Remember yesterday, people were like, "You're making me depressed. You're making me..." It's like, dude, but like, am I trying to make you depressed? Or am I just trying to be like, look, dude, it's bad. It's bad. Didn't look good. And now we're seeing that.
Just chilling watching the world melt down. Everyone was so bullish it was obnoxious. This market purge is awesome. But Mustang sprung.
Thank you, Greg P. Well, you know, I never find like solace in the market's melting down, really. But my God, man, like, what do you, if you're looking at stuff like this, I mean, you just gonna ignore it? You just like gonna come in the stream where it's like, look, man, the buyers are trying. But you're completing extension patterns, butterfly type 2 returns, maybe. Like, I just, good God. All right, XRP below $2, chat.
Have a good time with your
Bitcoin, your crypto, and everything else that you're playing with?
I mean, you just don't ignore this. It's like, hey, it could keep going, but it's bull crap. Like, it could keep going, yeah, but man, you are testing your luck when you start trying to long or stay in a market with extension patterns completing bearish divergence, and it was everywhere, man. It was on the spider too. It was on the NASDAQ composite itself, not just tech, big tech. I mean, it was beautiful in the end. Look at this. We're at the lows of the day on the NASDAQ. We're at lowest level since September 12th, before the election. We have a meltdown unfolding on stream. We filled another gap officially today from September 18th. Hype in the chat, man. Let's get some hype. But there's nothing here. There really is nothing technically here. I mean, the gap fill, will that act as support? The old one that's already been filled? Will it act as support? Maybe, I don't know. 18% chance. But if you're talking about supports, like there's nothing till 16.7, so that means there's still, like, you can't believe it right now, and it may not even, you might bounce before then, but talking about the next like actual swing lows, like down, there's 4% more to lose of value. You might get a bounce before then. I know. Okay, so yeah, anyway, Dow Jones also, after it completed its own W, but it was a shark pattern. Good God, Bitcoin dominant. Look at this, man. Dow Jones breaking below the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since November of 2023. That's happening today. Lowest price seen on the Dow Jones Industrial Average since November 4th, since the election, or the day before the election. Okay, on the way to 41.2 for a test at least. They don't hold that, then you're coming down to this little demand line and some horizontal line stuff around 40K. My God. And then the Russell 2000 was bad, and it's even worse. Just shattering. Oh, you're at the bottom of this little support that they've been holding up, and if they don't hold it, good God, it's a long way down. You see how important this zone is, and you're just sitting there, right there, man. If you break it, history shows you where you go. You go to 188 super fast, like a wormhole. It's straight up and down. That's it, every single time. So you better not lose 199. Okay. I'll have another very annoying alert set up. I might change my alerts to make it less annoying for you, but the Butler Bell, he's working overtime. Bring me all these pots of coffee. So those are your index funds, okay? IWM down 3.2%. They are all at their lows right now as I'm speaking to you. We are in power hour as of 2 minutes ago, so.
It's time for power hour.
All right, let's go to Bitcoin on the big screen for you. Hey, we're back up, man. We're up, dude. We're off the lows by like $200, $300. Bear market over? Short-term bear market, right? 2 months. Yeah, so just look left. Understand, man, on the big screen, 73,835 is the only thing that makes sense. It would be random if it rallied here. Random. And that's fine. Random stuff happens all the time over all the markets. Go to a casino, random things happen, right? Oh, yeah. You can play Keno or whatever that scam game's called, 38% chance to win. You can win, man, but like, just wait. We were discussing the downside potential on Bitcoin. It was about, what was it yesterday? And I even said verbatim, this thing on the new day, new week could go up and test the 200 moving average. They freaking did it, man. They actually did it last night. 84K and rejected. Just remember, yesterday was the first daily candle close below the 200 simple moving average since mid-October, October 13th. So very nasty stuff going on. All right. So we're just waiting for this smaller wave structure to play out, and we're getting there, man. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance because the alert went off. Bitcoin dominance? But dude, we were going to dominate. You are. Look at this, back on some mega breakout watch. I don't know, right? It's 61.68. It's like this top of the zone, right? It's the old target of this Wyckoff accumulation. I mean, you break this level here for real. you see the moves you get. I mean, it's like a 70% Bitcoin dominance target, 70%. So, you know, maybe it's not going to play out this time, but hard to see an alt season happening in this market environment. And the only way alt season starts is if this thing starts dumping, but I don't know why. Like, why would Bitcoin be melting down to 74K and altcoins somehow hold up and outperform Bitcoin? It's not going to happen. It never happens, ever. Okay. So, yeah, Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin futures. So you can see how bad it is. Remember what they did last week? It was disgusting. It was the worst thing you could have ever dreamed of. It was just like on spot, but it was so clear on futures too, right? The old support was up thrusted. They filled a gap. Then they rallied it. And what they do, they reconfirmed the validity of the area that was, you know, just up thrusted through as resistance when it was always support for 90 days and just melting down. Hey, look here, listen, chat.
Look here. Look, listen.
Pretty much, we have a filled gap on CME futures back from November 8th. So, and Jesus chimes. We've done it, man. Wow.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Are you sure? Because Ethereum's down 9% right now. Yeah, the level, 1972 all the way to 2127. Look what happened. They broke it with a bearish engulfing candle yesterday, and on that little Sunday, you know, new candle, they ran it to back test what was once support for all these months. All last year, all the way December 2023, it was always support. It flipped to resistance for the first time. Yeah, flipped to resistance and is now melting down, again, down over 9%. And there's nothing, 1728 target. 1728 target, and it's really, it's there. It's definitely real. Okay, 1728's on deck. You see, looking left from 2021. If they don't hold that, mother of God, you're so screwed. You're going to like 1420. Yikes, man. Someone was talking about that. Oh, the 618. It's like, dude, we already saw the 618 and played out. Now look at us. Yeah, get wrecked. Lower to go. Just now starting to hit 30 again. Are we on the RSI? Yep, finally starting to get over. So, hey, maybe we start developing divergence now. Finally, we start talking about that at some point when the selling subsides. But, yeah, major technical breakdown occurring today. That's an event. Okay. Just like what we saw on the 5th of March was a technical event. A bearish back test to key level. And you're seeing the ramifications of that. So let it be a learning lesson, educational moment. That's what happens. Okay, so Ethereum, then XRP, down only 5.75%, but it fell below $2 briefly. Now it's at 201, and they have not yet broken supports. You can see, right? You're okay till you're below 190, $1.90. QQQ circuit break? No, it's the S&P, and the S&P has to go down 5%. And I believe there is no circuit breaker if we're in the last 30 minutes of trading, the circuit breaker won't trigger, I think. It's been a while. Got to brush back up on circuit breaker stuff. Because, I mean, yeah, today is like, wow, man, we got this is the closest day to a circuit breaker we've had in a while. That's for sure. Yeah, you do not want to see XRP below 190 because that's round trip type of behavior. I mean, that's where I think you would straight up, straight down situation. You'd be very fast markdowns. So Bitcoin, as I'm speaking to you, is at the lows of the day. Well, it was seconds ago, 77.5 and change. So your XRP getting really dangerous, but not dead yet. Not screwed like Solana and Ethereum. Solana's doomed. Doomed below 124. Doomed. Okay. going for the lowest daily candle close since February of last year. But as you can see, this very real level where we've had such good bounces, you're just melting through it. And if it stays below this level, given enough time, I mean, you've got a $90 target. 90 bucks. So what's crappy about Solana, you are only at 32 on the RSI. You're not even oversold yet. While breaking a support, you even back tested the old support. Has resistance at the highs today, similar to what Ethereum did. So negative momentum building again. It's bad, man. The weekly is really, really gross. Look at that. I mean, it was pretty much a bearish Marbazoo, bearish engulfing candle. And on the new week, right out the gate, breaking this. Remember, yesterday was the lowest weekly candle close we had seen of this entire time, trading above that 124, 130 level. It was the lowest weekly close we had seen since February last year, but now just breaking it, bearish back test to this level. When have we correlated this way? You haven't. It's always been support and it's flipping to resistance now. We did that before. There was resistance December. It was Christmas Day, 2023. You got to a low point of $79 after bearishly back testing that or bearishly testing that level for the first time in a long time. It's just a support resistance from 2021. So the ramifications of this could be very bad. So just pay attention. Look what you're doing on the weekly. Oh my God. The weekly, you fall into the bearish control zone, and on the RSI, that's the lowest relative strength reading we've seen on Solana in over 2 years. Lowest level since January 2023. I don't know when we should thank Eric Trump for his tweet. Yeah, great question. Ethereum, what is it down now? It's over 30% from when he tweeted that. Let's see. He tweeted when this thing had rallied. It was 28.87. It's pretty much the high. So since Eric Trump tweeted to buy Ethereum and thank him later, it is now down 37% in 35 days. That's like a percent a day. Wow. Talk about foot in mouth. I mean, hey man, I want to destroy my credibility. Let me just tell all my followers to do something stupid. It worked. Congrats. Yeah, dude. You want to talk about MicroStrategy? Ha! Down 19%. But it's at the lows of the day. Currently trading at its lowest price since November 5th. Since the election. We have now officially round-tripped. So below the 200-day simple moving average for the first time really since September. And there's just nothing here, man. 200 or 178, you're still waiting, man. Just destroyed. So think about MSTU, the two-time levered ETF of MicroStrategy, down virtually 40%, 38%. 38.24%. Remember the date of November 20th. I'm scared. I'm out. Okay, well, it was 25 bucks. Now $3.80. Lowest price since October 3rd. Destroyed. And we go to Coinbase. It looked so good, man. Like you can't, the price action was pretty decent. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. Crashed. Down 17%. Lowest price seen on Coinbase since November 4th, since the day before Trump was elected. And there's no support here, really, until 150. What a meltdown, man. What a day to remember. It was brutal. We got about 45 minutes, 46 minutes and change till the closing bell on Wall Street. Just wanted to be live for some of this. I feel like, you know, times like this, it's kind of important to be live. If I'm going to be live for a Nothing Burger stream, I'll be live for a meltdown, you know.
Hi Mitch, do you agree with me that the 50-week SMA is a likely support here for BTC? Thanks for this live meltdown stream.
Bitcoin 50 week. Thanks, man. Let's turn it on. 50 week moving average coming up. Well, that's where that was the line in the sand. It looks like in August and September. Tested that, and that was the bottom. So it's on deck. We have not seen it, so that means you still got downside. You might as well see 73.8 at that point, because the target, I mean, that's 75,473. So you're only a couple $1,000s away from that. So moving averages, you know, they can act as support, but they're just they're not something to like put weight on. You really want to actually, oh, this is exactly where reversals have occurred in the past. That's the liquidity area, maybe not the moving average, but yeah. Things happen. I mean, it happened before, but while they were testing the 50, they were also testing key levels from history. So that's on deck. 75.5. 20, you're already below it, right? 20, destroyed it. Yikes. It's okay. Your trends, you know, moving average trend stuff, you oftentimes are going to break below 20. But the 50 is a big deal. Like, to break the 50 is a problem. Like, it could be the daily, 4 hour, whatever. Like your moving averages. It's just kind of like a trend analysis thing of moving averages. You break the 20 often, but the 50 needs to be defended. You want to at least be above the 50. Otherwise, yeah, it could be issues. So, oops. Bro, what the? Okay. 200 week moving average at 45K. We have not touched that since October 2023. Yikes. Couldn't even imagine that right now, right? So, yeah, go to look at some of these Mag 7s. I mean, what do you want to look at? You want to look at Litecoin, dude? Hey, dude, on 6.5. It looked bad. It was very, very bad. Yep. I mean, just 84, 76, $66 on deck. Just waiting lower prices below the 200-day moving average. Going for your first daily candle close below the 200 since November 7th. Yeah. No surprise there, man. Yeah, some of these alts are murdered. Straight murdered. Chainlink, one of them. Chainlink breaking some horizontal support. There's a lot of horizontal supports on this one, man. So you're breaking it though. 1288. Below that's just 1120, 1144. Yeah, massive drawdown unfolding. Uniswap destroyed. And remember the 886 was tested yesterday, first time. And just doesn't matter though. There's no real support there, so you're just continuing to mark down. Looks like you're heading down to 520 at least, maybe. That seems very possible. No bids here, man. Why would anyone bid on it? QNT, we knew this how bad this was. Easy $50 target, or at least what, $56, $55 target. You're on the way, man. Look at that. So awful. B chain, knew this was going to, most likely. Or 2.1 cents. Yeah, on the way. Lowest price we've seen since the election, since November 8th or something. Algorand knew how bad this was. Still waiting for 16.6 cents. It's been that way. Hey, okay, whatever. You can get stupid little insider trading scams by the presidential administration. Okay, but nothing changed. It was just garbage. And you're going lower. You're going way lower. You probably will test 16.6 cents. And you might not even hold. Okay, it's bad. Like, why would anyone buy this? We talked about how bearish XLM was yesterday. That price action, I mean, oh, it's not like, it's only down 5.5%. That's a pretty good day, man. Yeah, there's just nothing here. You wait until 17 cents or lower. Like, just waiting for lower prices. Someone was like, Cardano's doing well. I mean, we knew once it was below 89.5 cents, your target was easily 68 cents, and we're there within a few days. Wow.
Hey Mitch, thank you for all you do. I look forward to your daily streams and TA. Helps me make sense of these markets. The value and education provided to us for free is incredible. Christ bless.
Greg P, thank you for the continued support, man. You are the majority contributor today. So thank you, dude. Well, I mean, there are times to make money and times not to lose money. And we've kind of been in that time not to lose money situation for a while now. I mean, what do you do when the index funds are completing extension W-shaped patterns, deep crabs and butterflies? They're type 2 returning. There's bearish divergence on the oscillators. Bitcoin showing Wyckoff distributions. I mean, schematic. I mean, like just where was it that was like, man, outside of like, I hope that Ethereum holds support maybe. There just hasn't been any sort of technical argument that's been really great. A few individual stocks here and there, but like, man, even some of them are just rugging because it's risk off. Everything's been selling off, but shorts will probably cover, as they look like they might be right now, covering their shorts. The day traders, okay, cashing up for the end of the day. We got another 40 minutes till the closing bell. But look at the Dow Jones futures just at this support zone, 41.7, 41.8. You're just sitting there. You were below it, but hey, they're trying to defend the level. S&P, you know, you're below all support resistance right now. It's not a good situation, technically. But hey, man, maybe they just, we're going to recover. We're going to bounce, man. Yeah, so needless to say, crypto obliterated. But off the lows now, because Bitcoin moves with the index funds. It is all together. The Mag 7, though. If you want to see the worst of the day, look no further than Tesla. Tesla is pretty much still at its lows of day. So it's, okay, index funds bounced a little bit. Bitcoin bounced a little, not Tesla. Tesla down 15.59%, down 54.65% in 82 days.
Is that a joint?
No, it's just the price of your stock melting down. Inverse joint. Is that a heroin? Yeah, dude. So target gap fill, I guess, from the expo. Well, this was the expo gap, and now this is earnings. So the earnings gap on deck, like 213.30, right around there. You're almost there. You'll be there. You'll fill that thing. So there's gaps, right? Never forget, it might take a while, but this gap, and this gap's about, two of them filled. This one's about to fill. And then there are gaps. I mean, like, maybe these don't fill. They're so far removed, but like 144 is an unfilled gap. But let's talk about that way later, like after we break all these other supports that's going to soon be tested. This is straight rout. It is a rout. Bitcoin back above 78K. I guess we're okay. Surprisingly, the second worst loser of the day on the Mag 7 would be Apple. And it looked like okay. And no. Very bad, boys. Very bad. Distribution confirmation still active.
Pioneer tip $27.85. Sal, please. 25.00 on deck.
We can look at Bitcoin paired against gold. Probably doesn't look very good right now, but thank you, man. Some bad news on Apple, chat. Very bad news. You are not just testing, but breaching the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since May 2nd of last year. Okay, all these highs are lower than this high distribution, and now you're showing weakness, and you better not make a lower low. You better not break 216. You got a $200 target if you do. So looks like they'll soon be testing this level soon again, but they had already been testing it throughout late last year. Yikes, man. Nvidia down 5%, over 5%. Lowest level we've seen on Nvidia since September 10th. And we knew the issues being below 118, given enough time, you're probably going to see $97 to $100. I think that's coming. That rising wedge was very real. It was just the way they did it. Oh, they had to come fill a gap, and they had to put in a third peak, and they had to go formally back test 140.75. That was once an all-time high resistance as resistance again. And once they got all those forms of confirmation, all those things were, you had all that resolution. You know, the gaps love being filled. Bearish back tests love happening. Third peaks give us the real resolution after the third peak's greatest probability. You're really starting to do it. So can't be surprised if we see $100 in time on NVIDIA, and that's okay. It's what a run. Like, what, I mean, how long, dude? How long must we run without meaningful corrections? You're finally getting one. Never at any point. I don't know. I mean, I guess you did get 3 peaks here. You rolled over, but you put in a higher low than your local previous low. You put in a lower high right here, a lower high here, but now a lower low than your previous local low. So not the same context, kind of worse. It would have been okay if you pivoted at 118 and started running again like you did back in September after the third peak, but that's not happening. It's lower low, bad. But off the lows for sure. Only down 4.89% now. Meta down 4.7%. That's the lowest price we had seen for real since January 2nd. Off the all-time high at the lows by 20% in 21 days. That's like 1% a day. 3 weeks. 20% gone. And there's no edge though. It's just kind of at maybe support. It's kind of breaking that $600 level. But hey, they could rally it. We got plenty of time. We got over 30 minutes to go, and shorts are covering, it seems like, for now. Or plunge protection teams coming in. I'm not sure which one it is, right? You ever know? But dude, what about Google? Google is going to change the world. Lowest price seen since... Wow, lowest price seen since October 25th. That gap is probably going to fill, so you might catch a relief rally at some point. But going for the lowest daily candle close since November 22nd. Still marking down, man. Microsoft. This is a very, very big technical development. Okay, it just is. When you're below 388 and 399. And that's it. That's the range breaking. I mean, that's you probably. I mean, yeah, you might say, all right, maybe 363. I think the hard target's 350 here. Just remember all the effort the buyers put in for half a year to rival the previous high, the all-time high, and the failure. Bad earnings. It looked like last point of supply behavior, and look at us now. Yep, it looked bad. It is bad. Yeah, 350 is a harder target, but yeah, 365 might be somewhere they try to defend. Okay. Awful. Amazon down 3+%. Just, wow. Murdered, dude. In 3 weeks. Amazon down 20, 21%. I'm sorry, in a month. 34 days, whatever. Unfilled gap, chat. 186.50. Unfilled gap. Someone will be like, they filled it, but that's the top. That's not where traders settled up at 186.31. So you're going to come test 188. 188 is a huge deal. Maybe they hold that and that's where we pivot. But a pivot's just not good enough. You got to pivot once, and you got to pivot twice. You know, you got to have local forms of confirmation, structure. You're impulsing down, so it's still just flipping coins on when the sell-off, the correction will conclude. There you go, man. See, futures, power hours, what they do. Day traders take profit. Bitcoin nearing 79K. So it's like, I'm not afraid anymore. Guess we're going to be okay, man. Yeah, MicroStrategy only down 16%. Man, some of these semiconductors, though, just straight wrecked. If y'all remember Marvel Semiconductor, down 50% in 43 days. I mean, that is S-coin behavior. Not much difference between a semiconductor in the past, to 3 months than an altcoin. Not really any difference. Micron down 6.2% off the lows, of course. But dude, the price action you've been getting right here, so freaking bad. So many beautiful bearish back tests. But yeah, they're not really letting it go. They're trying to defend 86.11, another big level. If they don't hold that, though, you can clearly see what could happen. I mean, they've been defending it since August of last year, since that carry trade fiasco. But just right back at it, and the context is bad because it's like if you're right back at the support, and before it, you were putting in lower highs. There was subtle forms of distribution going on, trading below the 200 moving average. All the makings of bearish breakdown looms, I think, of this structure. Could obviously be wrong, and we don't act like we know, but price action's a really good sign of telling us what's actually happening. And after all these times, you know, for 6 months plus of testing 109.67 to 111, they were unable to do that February 18th. And now we're right back at the support. That's a signature of distribution, man. So just pay attention. I'll have an alert set up if we ever break it. But we're very close. Can't have many more bad days like this. Socks. You want to look at the whole socks? We can. Philadelphia Semiconductor Index. Yeah, no change. I mean, I haven't been here in a while. It's the same crap. Just, you can't, when you're faking, you can't break 5,200, you know, like all that. I'm telling you, it means something. If they try for half a year to rival, it's like Microsoft, for half a year trying to break or even rival the all-time high, and they fail so miserably like this, it's done. It's like less than before. Eventually buyers give up. Sellers take over, and look at you now, going for the lowest daily candle close on the whole semiconductor index since April 19th of last year. So getting closer and closer to 1 year lows. Very nasty. Yeah, 42.89 on deck, and if you don't hold that, then it's going to be a quick 39.89. Unfilled gaps. Unfilled gap 4,100. Another unfilled gap at 4,200. Unfilled gap at 3,800. You don't even want to hear about the gap at 35.81 that's not filled either. Tons of unfilled gaps. Very bad, boys. Very bad. Yeah, it's gross, man. Stuff like international paper, rightfully dumping. It was perfect, man. Buy low, sell high. I mean, you exit. If you longed down here, it was a trade setup. This was exit price. You're out. You're done with the trade. Because we know at these levels, historically, it reverses. The whole freaking asset round trips. You don't ignore that 1997, 1999 highs. Yeah, history reversed after such a significant run like that. It's going to probably do it again. If not, you're lucky. But look how the luxurious bearish price action correlation we had received to that 1997 high. Wow, it's up thrust twice to confirm the top, and you sell off, and then beautiful. You already gave us confirmation, but they gave us confirmation the 1997 high as resistance and before this markdown. So that's beautiful. That's TA respect like crazy. Below the 200-day moving average on IP since April of last year, heading on down probably to $44, $45 for a test. They have officially filled the gap, an unfilled gap from October 30th, and that's kind of what's holding up. Tesla, worst day since March 2020. I believe it, man. It's the worst day on the S&P in a while, but maybe not so much now because, again, shorts are covering some, but at the lows, it was real bad. Real bad. Black Swan, what are you talking about? People keep saying Black Swan, but it's like, dude, NVIDIA was a rising wedge with weekly bearish divergence. And then before, like, I mean, even after DeepSeek, we got ourselves a 3 falling peaks pattern, bearish back test, hidden bearish divergence in the daily. Dude, it was like literally, the index funds were showing us by the book, type 2 returns at butterfly and deep crab completion zones. I mean, that is how is that Black Swan? That's like, it's just all, this is all technical. All of it. None of this is like, oh, it's fundamental, dude. It was with the job numbers and stuff. It's like, wait, no, it's just TA actually being respected. But okay, whatever. I stream every day. We talk about this stuff literally every day. Before this whole drawdown, I've been live 50 times. How many times? 40 times. What was that request? Let's check total real quick. His zone. Yeah. Own structure. Wave structure. Lowest price seen on total market cap since early November. Like what, November 7th? A couple days after the election. Below 2.58 trillion, chat. You're in a lot of trouble. They better be recapturing this with the index funds. They better be rallying us soon back above 2.58 trillion, or it's an easy move down to that 1618 of this potential deep crab butterfly mix. X marks the spot. Below 2.58, it's 2.3. Given enough time. If it's a real bearish breakdown, that's the target. So we're just waiting on that. Jonathan, you okay, man? You need some sort of therapy or massage or something?
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
All right, dude. We'll get Jonathan the help he needs, man. He's not feeling good apparently. So but dude, what about Walmart? Well, Walmart was doing crazy stuff for a really long time, and then it was just like finally over. Walmart tanking, trading at its lowest level since November 21st. Man, that's nasty, right? Take out, what is that? Take out 4 months of gains in 24 days. Down 17.7% from the highs. What a correction. Hopefully it just pivots higher lows and runs again, but you just don't know when. No edge, and you're getting impulsing, dumping. The good news is you have some unfilled gaps, so those gaps will probably fill in time. You just don't know when. But wow. Destroyed. Oh, what was the, sorry, I had one request. Let me look at it. Oh yeah, Bitcoin compared against gold, sure. Oh boy. Bitcoin against gold. Well, I guess I only look at the gold against Bitcoin chart, so this is do what I can here. So I'm just like plotting the points, the levels. What's there to look at? I mean, you upthrusted through a key resistance from 2021, and you couldn't do it. You couldn't sustain prices. You start putting in lower highs. You never. Yep, kind of unfilled gap there, but lowest level seen since November 6th. Bitcoin paired against gold. Gold is outperforming Bitcoin since December 18th. But yeah, I mean, support wise, I guess you could say maybe 25, 28, maybe. See these two swing highs? They've been support before, back in April last year. It's been back tested as support before going higher, so I think that might be on deck. Just staying like right at technical levels. You asked, you're not trading this, so it's like, okay, got about 10% downside to see the next support resistance level. It seems like, yeah, that's where we are. They couldn't do it. They couldn't sustain a breakout. Let's go, drop, dude. Let's go, man. Hive in the chat. Win Trump coin. Oh, Trump 2 coin. You can go ahead and list it if you want. I hear Pump Fun coin or Pump Fun application. You'd probably be the only person listing something today. Yeah, how's AMD doing? Perhaps you've heard of it. Lisa Bay, my God, the best Gartley ever in the end. I mean, look at that. How do you make a bearish Gartley so perfect, and then that's the resolution? The sellers are marching. They're just marching. The bots are just, we are sellers always, fade every single rally, and going for the lowest daily candle close on AMD since October 30th of 2023, and you're at a very key level. You do not, if you lose $94, you're in a lot of trouble. Hopefully you won't, man. At some point, like this, it'll fade. Like this will, like, we'll get some sort of relief rally, reflexive rally, even if it's going to be a lower high. But yeah, you'd think like at some point it's not just going to like shatter through $94 and run straight to $75, right? Padme, Anakin. Not, I mean, like you're at support, right? And that's the only reaction you got. You even had a piercing line there. You actually had a really nice piercing line reversal candle that's already being pretty much invalidated. I mean, close. Plunge protection team better come in soon. I mean, I'm glad they're coming in like at the end of the day, you know, kind of, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is enough yet. Buyers defending that key support on Dow Jones futures. Yeah, it's a gross kind of day, man, for anything risk on is wrecked. Good Lord, man. Well, this is one everyone probably wants to see because, well, I'm sure a lot of applications going to be getting filled out in the chat. McDonald's, they went up and they finally, as of Friday, filled a gap. Well, I guess they did a few days before, October. Filled a gap, but what happened today? Is it a coincidence, chat, that the markets are melting down to levels we haven't seen in a long time? Ethereum lowest levels in 17 months or whatever, breaking key supports, Solana breaking key supports. And coincidentally, right, McDonald's makes an intraday all-time high. Not a coincidence, man. They know. When crypto is really bearish, McDonald's is really bullish because they're going to have a powerful workforce. And I don't, you know, I haven't done a McDonald's stream in maybe a couple years. I won't be doing a McDonald's stream probably till if we break 69K or something, that's when I'd probably do it. Wow, BXP actually not doing too bad today, but man, I just below 71.68, you can't be bullish. Good God. How are those oil stocks doing though? How about like Oxy? I want to see how did Oxy do? It was looking terrible, but it's up today. 0.03. It's flat. But man, I'm just saying the trend is so bearish on some of these oil stocks. Like it's the same wave structure that you got on like total market cap. And so it'll put in a lower, it will not make a higher high than 52.22, whatever it's doing now. And the fact that it's flat on a bad macro day, risk off, means like if risk on has a like sort of rally at any point, it's probably going to continue downward. You got a $40 target here. Yeah, very, very bad. In the end, it wasn't, it was distribution. My God, they were offloading this crap. If we want to do this too often, but on days like this, maybe. What we'll do is, what was the worst performing sector today was certainly technology. You just want to see them. I don't really look at these often. But it was the same type of bearish harmonic here. Completing and dumping. Going for the lowest daily close since September 9th. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, Las Vegas Sands, all of them. Pin Gaming destroyed. This is your leisure and entertainment ETF, the PEJ, not like part of the S&P ETFs, but like it's just a tracker of all entertainment and leisure. And so breaking the 200-day moving average for the first time since August last year, and clearly they couldn't break the level, the resistance, up thrusted through it, and just been dumping really hard. XLY, consumer discretionary. Not much discretion these days since it topped out. Broke back below 211. Bad stuff below that. Not much straight up and down. 180, I mean, or at least 188 on deck. Breaking the 200-day moving average here. XLC Communications, one of the worst losers today, but this one had been going crazy. That's like Foxconn and AT&T. Like they'd been killing it. Or Time Warner, whatever. They've just been going nuts and hit a 1.414 fib extension and kind of like not really. I mean, it's down today 2.5%, whatever. But like, my God, it's been killing it. No problems there. XLF Financial, yeah, the banks look bad. I mean, the index fund is not too bad. Could put it on its highest low, highest high, highest low, but some of the individual ones look terrible, like State Street, Citibank. Citibank's like caught up in some crazy Act Blue money laundering scheme. It's very bad, like what they were doing. They were very complicit in that. Excuse me. Dow Jones Transportation. Man, I haven't looked at this in a while. So you up thrusted through that key zone, and now look, most recently, these lower highs indicating distribution, but then pretty nice price action last week, correlating negatively, like, you know, for buyers, and now it's marking down and could very well head to 14K again. Good Lord. Excuse me. XLB. Materials. Very bad. Very bearish. That is very, very bad. Dead cat bounce behavior, but more importantly, the correlation of $89 as resistance rolling over is a lot of downside potential. There just is. Look at that, man. That is... You don't want to mess with assets doing stuff like this. You wait, man. $78 could very well be on deck. And then be a nice 886 retrace from this low to high up here. Could be something to see down there. So a lot of downside on materials sector. XLI, this is industrial. Looking pretty bad. Yeah, I think it's pretty, you got a lot of support resistance opportunities though. So you got, you know, maybe 126 on deck. You're still sitting at the 200, not too bad. Only down 1.59%, better than most. Very elevated though when you put in a lower high. So there could be someone's offloading finally. What a trend, good trend. Yeah. XLV, healthcare. Been a while. That old diamond, testing once, testing twice. It's not bad. I mean, holding up, only down 0.86% today. Yeah, not the worst. XLRE, not part of the majors, the major index funds. The 7 that make up the S&P, but it is, you know, a real estate trust, or the S&P real estate trust, you know, tracker. So still making higher lows, but not making a higher high yet. They're trying to hold on to this February 2020 peak. Wow, right before the COVID crash. Trying to hold on. Real estate making a comeback. Technically has been on at least here. Been okay. DVC, commodities. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. The downtrend. Wow. You know, I haven't looked at this in a long time, and I feel really bad about this. Dude, the very extreme levels of distribution, the bearish price action correlation of the 200, you just put in legit your lowest high of this correction. I mean, if you don't hold on to 2182, which you're right at it, you're below it by 1 cent. You don't hold that, there's a good chance commodities. Look how important 2232 is. Back 2006 and 2007. I mean, failing that, serious implications. And then you know about the low point of the high point, 88% retraces. They happen all the time. I mean, I think you're in a lot of trouble here. You could be in a lot of trouble on the commodities. So be careful. Why do the commodities look so bad? Why does maybe a lot they do look bad, but then there are some that are like, whoa, coffee futures, holy crap. But we know orange juice futures destroyed. But we know cattle futures, live feeder futures, they look good. They had been looking good. XLP, consumer staples. Wow. Hit an all-time high. Well, close. It was the second highest price we'd ever seen today, rivaling the September 16th all-time high. Man, not bad, man. No problem here. Okay, consumer staples doing all right. XLE actually up today. That price action, I mean, whatever, Chop City, but look at that. It's still just bad. Anything below $91, $93 is just really rough. Hard to get excited about it. But yeah, still very much elevated if you can believe it. But if you got to understand the importance of $91, $93 on XLE. Okay, it is everything. What do you mean everything? I'll show you. Look at this. 2008's peak. Look what happened. Collapsed. I mean, implications below this high equals $78 to $80 again. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's almost just like you still got this kind of stuff going on. I mean, like rising wedge behavior for a long time. It's just been like this. However you want to plot it, it doesn't look great, man. But they're still okay. I mean, whatever. Here's the XLU, which is utilities, and it actually looks really interesting here. I mean, they are on a bad day defending an old high from 2022. They're defending it. Still trying to make higher lows here. Wow. So XLU is not bad. Utilities. Well, everyone's going to have those good times, bad times, no times, you know. So those are your... We just really went across the markets, okay? You want to see gold real quick? We'll look at it. Yep, still, you know, attempted a rally, and looks like that rally is not really getting there. It's starting to roll over already, maybe. But it was perfect. Gold mean ratio, measured move of diamond pattern. And yeah, I bet you there's probably an M-shaped extension pattern that completed too. It was like everything you could have dreamed of. All the TA stars aligned. 72, it's a little shallow, but look, right? I mean, like, come on, it's the same thing. It's like what you had on the index funds. M-shape extension 1618. Okay, pretty confluent with a 224. Nice. Will Trump save the market? I don't think Trump can do anything. Like, look, man, the market's forward-looking, and if you have like a new entity in our government, I think that is going in, and it is slashing reckless and irresponsible spending to a crazy degree, something we've never even seen before. If the market's forward-looking, it's thinking about, okay, well, why is the index fund? Why do the index funds go up? Why do they make always making new highs? Because they're always printing money. They're always devaluing our purchasing power. So the markets, I believe, are always repricing the value of the assets due to that monetary debasement. So the markets are pretty much looking at things like, well, we're not going to be debasing currency near as bad as we have, obviously. So maybe it's time to correct, and that's what's happening. You know, that's my fundamental look, maybe. And technicals are going to be technicals. Technicals, oh, completed W shape, bearish divergence, type 2 return, you're dumping, great. But fundamentally speaking, it's just like, if there's not enough money printing and currency debasement, then you start getting a repricing of the repricing. So we got less than 6 minutes now till the closing bell on Wall Street. And we are way off the lows, thankfully, right? Wow, rice futures were up today. Rice futures? My God. What a pump. Yeah, it's been getting destroyed, though, for a long time. So this thing's in a bear market, downtrend. They'll make a lower high and roll over again. But cool, it was up today. Sugar futures was up today, 2.89%. It's in a downtrend, too. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Yeah, they might bounce it here, probably make a lower high, fill the gap, hit 20 as resistance, roll over. You're downtrending. You topped out, trend reversed. Had some cool price action, but natural gas is up 2% today. My God, the highest price on natural gas we have seen since December 2022. Bottomed out where it does bottom out every time. Cyclical, man. Very cyclical. Reversals come at reversal areas, and it runs normally to, where it reverses. Okay, so you hit 460, a reversal point. They could pull it back, but eventually $6, you're in an uptrend on natural gas. Uptrending, okay? Wheat futures up 2%. Wow. Wheat futures actually pretty interesting, man. Like, it's actually interesting. They're holding the bottom here. Look, the downtrend that's been so well intact since the war started. It went nuts, right? Like, it was crazy. This was identified before the war broke out, and it was, I think I can just look at it. The date of the war breaking out was February 22nd, I believe, 2022. So you've been in a bear market since then, since it went up there and hit all-time highs. It rivaled this old all-time high from 2014 or something, or 2006, or 2008. And now, like, the seller's momentum, you can clearly see is stalling, right? The sell-offs are just not as bad. And all of a sudden, and it keeps getting that way, weaker and weaker and weaker. And all of a sudden, no more lower highs, only a higher low. Oh, confirmed higher low. Oh, another higher low, same low. Maybe stuff's turning around on wheat futures, finally. Maybe, we'll see, right? Below 528, completely invalid argument. We're going to 426, whatever. Oat futures incredible. I mean, this is like unreal. I think 487. This is so good looking. If you're above 328, 338, you're waiting for 487, and that's it. So, live cattle futures, right? It recently hit all-time highs in January, but look what they've most recently done. Old resistance, all-time highs, flip to support, and you're starting to run. It's crazy. Feeder futures, same type of behavior. Right, resistance slips to support, and you're running near all-time highs. We can look at silver real quick, down 1.5%. Man, I got trouble, man. Below 32.50, I just have concerns. Like, I thought they were doing it. You put in the higher low, and you started doing it. You're doing it again. Nah, everything's risking off. Gold's dumping. It's not good for silver. Okay, well, I got issues below 32.51. They could be confirming, like, hey, look, here's the upthrust. Here's the back test of upthrust. Pretty strong technical indicator. You don't like that. There could be serious consequences for failing to break out and then running up to test that breakout level again and failing, pretty much confirming that resistance as resistance again. Could be a lot of downside. So gotta have concerns until we recapture 32.50. Okay, we got 1 minute. We got local on the 8s chat. New local on the 8s. Currently on S&P 500. Wrecked. But not as wrecked as we were at the lows of day. If you remember earlier at the beginning of the stream, I couldn't even talk. There were so many alerts going off across all the markets. We were at the lows of the day, and we finally caught some bids. Day traders taking some profit. But the issue is, we're about to close, confirmed, below 565, which is an issue. That is a problem. That is, if you look left and understand, that was your big one. That was what you really needed to be defended. And they just slashed through it like it was nothing. So kind of bad. What? Because just below that, given enough time, it's a 540 target. Below that, 524 target. It's a lot of downside still. So maybe tomorrow we get really lucky and like what we're witnessing now becomes a fake out. They just engulf this and we're back above 565 and we begin a run, a reflexive rally. But I just have concerns about how deep this wave down and impulse has been, that any sort of rally we get is going to be a lower high than this high. We're not going to have the juice to somehow recapture that on the reflexive rally. So whatever happens, you know, something like this, oh, we're going to do it, man, and we just make a lower high. That would be the worst thing ever. That would be, it's the beginning of a 10-month correction. 10-month bear market. I'll do that, we're really screwed. So that's what we're waiting on. We know this will subside soon. We know that. But all right, there it is. Chat. Jesus chimes. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on the S&P 500 since September 12th of last year. Hype in the chat, dude. Hype in the chat. Dow Jones. Lowest daily candle close confirmed. It was close, man. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since November 4th, since the day before the election. Round tripped all the gains. NASDAQ Composite, lowest daily candle close confirmed since September 11th of last year. Russ 2000 ETF, lowest daily candle close confirmed since I'm trying to think here. I got the gap here. Lowest daily candle close confirmed, I think, since, good God, June 26th, 2024. Wow. So, over half a year lows. And, hey, they defended the support, though. Thank God. Right? We needed that. That was important. If you're enjoying the live stream, the coverage of this carnage, hit that like button, that bell, sub. Thanks for being here. Don't kill the messenger, man. I'm just here to try to analyze this stuff and do what I can, right? If there's a reason to be not bullish or to be bullish, I'm trying to give it to you, and I'm using technicals to try to read it out. And kind of, you've understood my concerns the past few days on Bitcoin was that 92K bearish backtest locally for the second time, and it was a lower high too. Shooting star on the 4 hour to boot. Couldn't even test the 200 moving average. Couldn't test the supply line that takes us back to all-time highs. Couldn't do anything. It was just weak, very weak. I had a great Sunday night, David. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah, I mean, that level could be tested tomorrow as resistance too. Yeah, for sure. I think we get a rally and people think, oh man, we're okay. They test it and we start rolling over again. But yeah, VIX traders, yeah, glory. Huge past 30 days for VIX traders. Just being VIX long, crazy. Yep, I'm just reading some of the chat, man. Okay, I normally try to provide the value. I've been live looking at charts straight for an hour and 16 minutes nonstop, so not much chat. What's up, Change? Thank you, dude, for the kind words. I'm glad you think so. Okay. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at lumber in a long time, man. LBS, the old ticker, is it still? What is lumber now? Because they delisted LBS. Lumber, let me see, lumber.
Below what level would worry you with Bitcoin? 67K?
What's up, Amanda? Thank you for the 5. Below what level would I worry about Bitcoin? Hold on one sec. Let me, LBR now. Okay. LBR. Good God. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like newer listing, I guess, 2022. It was a big breakout. No, this is like Wyckoff accumulation almost, right? Like broke out of a range. Yeah, super strong, man. Wow, lumber continuing to rise. Bitcoin, what would I worry about below 67? Well, the good news is on Bitcoin, there are so many solid support resistance levels now. You're lucky, you know, that people hated in that 8-month consolidation period. They hated it. I did too. But looking back and with momentum being so bad, I'm now very grateful that all that consolidation happened, because consolidation over a long period of time is what gives us stronger supports. So we have a lot more to work with than we did. We spent almost no time in Bitcoin's history above 58K all throughout 2021. Very short period of time. So not much support resistance there. So if we had not done this for 8 months and gone straight up to where we did, I think we'd be in a lot weaker position. But now, because of all this, I mean, you got so much to work with. I mean, hey, they break 71K. Oh no, we go 69K. Oh no, then we go to 65K. That's a strong level. 65, 63K strong level. You got another strong level at 59, 58K. I mean, you just got all kinds of stuff. That's what these zones, these gray zones are. There's level potential reversal areas. So, and isn't that how life is, right? The crappiest, worst things that happen to us, the 8-month consolidation periods, they suck in the moment, but when we look back on them, we say, those things in our lives that were so bad had to happen for us to get where we are in our lives right now. And it couldn't have happened any other way. So yeah, you think about that technically. Well, Cass, dude, yeah, Cass is trash, and we're waiting on lower prices still. We'll get there. Just take a minute, man. Bitcoin's got to keep selling off. Cass. That's a great short trade setup. Down to only 2.3%, pathetic, you know, but it was distribution in the end, and we're just waiting on 5.3 cents. You're almost there. Let's see if I can find it. Post it now. Show you what I'm talking about. It wasn't the strongest setup at the time, just because it was just price action trade. It was a price action trade, and this was just the thinking behind it. It was pretty simple. Okay, it was just like, all right, man, we're sitting at the support again after all this offloading, and then that sign of weakness right there, and they rallied it to just go test that 200 as resistance. I don't think they could test it if you scale in, and you're just sitting at support, and it's like, okay, that little rally there was it. So that was what we were banking on this setup. So it was like, okay, target one is just going to be that, you know, old sell wall of that ascending triangle back from, I don't even know, from 2023, August 2023. And so we're almost there, man. We're almost there. Yep. Very close to target one, and then target two would just be 3.2 cents, the bottom right there. There's more data, but yeah. Making progress, pretty bread and butter stuff, simple. Just identifying a lot of weakness after a little joke of a rally, a little bear market rally. Oh, and it was starting to roll over. Oh, perfect. Scam coin, yeah. Oh, send it lower, man. Send it to the abyss. Send it all to the abyss. All of it. Ethereum off its lows. It was down about 10% at the lows, but you know, that's cool and all, but when you're bearishly back testing 21.27 as resistance and showing such good follow through, you're in a lot of trouble technically. Lots of issues. 17.28. Then you got the demand line, the oversold threshold of the downtrend conceptualized with the parallel channel tool down there, 1700. And if you don't hold that, then it's 1420. Yeah, brutalized. Again, since Eric Trump tweeted to buy Ethereum and thank him later, it is down 35% in 35 days. That is a percent a day since his tweet. You can't even make that up. That's like how do you do that? That's like capo crypto stuff, right? 78.8 on Bitcoin. We got a new 4-hour candle back in sync with Wall Street closing because of daylight savings time and all that. So yeah, SYN, dude. I mean, it's all of them, man. Anything that was like, hey, it was created during this previous cycle's beginnings. Oh, it's scam, all-time lows. Yeah. Yeah, nothing would hold. DYDX, all-time lows. I mean, you pick it, it's trash and it's dumping. What about Mooding coin? You want to check Check out Mooding coin. Down. Oh, it's up. Oh my God. Mooding coin's up 2.85% today. Holy crap, man. Is that a bull market? That's Mooding. That's what he sounds like. So, fantastic. Can't say the same for Popcat. Popcat down another 7% today. Popcat saw its lowest price since April 20th, 2024.
Is that a joint?
Dog with hat coins up 1%. Oh my God. We're safe, dude. Dog with hats. Store value. Kappa, for sure. What was the other one? Fwog coin. Fwog coin's only down 0.84. Dude, the scam coins are performing better than the legacy utility coins. I say utility because it's like they call them utility coins, right? But, okay, whatever. They perform about the same. That's for sure. And that just proves that, like, to define intrinsic value on these is impossible. The only thing we can do is use technicals, and that still sometimes can be spotty in bad market conditions. Mew, like you were gonna mew. You know what mewing is? It's like the Giga Chad. Like when you mew, you like work out your jaw muscles like crazy, and they just get jacked. And then you just look like the Bogdanovs, but like Giga Chad. That's mewing. Okay, so we're mewing. Cats in a dog world, though, is what this is called. Lowest price seen since late March of last year. That's it, dude. Whatever. Cool story. There are stories behind the memes. Okay. There just are. There's MAGA coin. It wasn't Trump coin. It was MAGA coin. So it was a ripoff of MAGA or of Trump coin. All-time lows today. And then we'll just go look at Trump coin. I don't know, man. We're just going across the markets. I'm doing what I can to provide y'all with, you know, hey, man, thanks, dude. Like, whatever. Here's Trump coin. All-time lows on this exchange. Let me go to MEX so I can get all the data. Very bad. I haven't played it once today.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Yeah, going for the lowest daily candle close, if you can believe it, ever. Yesterday, lowest daily candle close ever. Day before, lowest daily candle close ever. Day before, lowest daily candle close ever. So you're streaking on lowest daily candle closes ever. I wouldn't say there's anything to do here, but wait for the rug pull to play out. The rug pull will probably be complete at 358, 314, 315, whatever. 420, bro. Okay, we'll buy Trump coin at $4.20.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, man. Melania coin. How's she doing? Where is it? Where's my mix? There it is. Only down 0.82%. That's literally an incredible day. What a bounce, dude. I guess the composite operator's coming in to make a statement today on Melania coin. Oh yeah. Off its lows, its all-time lows by, my God, 8+%.
Hype in the chat!
F this market, man. F it, okay? These are the reasons why we're done. Okay? I mean, there was every cycle top. There's all BitConnect and Ty Lopez and all those people. The Mighty Ducks guy, EOS, we got pockets and keychains. And then you got 2021, I mean, unlimited amounts of jokes. And this time was this exact same thing. I mean, Trump coin, Melania coin, meme coin. We have a whole watch list of scam coins, pump fun crap. People on live stream putting themselves in cages, and they won't come out of the cage unless you buy their scam coin that they created. Little 8-year-olds rug pulling other people. Like, I mean, there were more indicators of a top with fraud and degeneracy than maybe even of 2021. I mean, it's bad, dude. It was bad. It's been bad. And we're looking at like kind of the epicenter of all of it. Yeah, this right here. Yeah, NFTs were cool, man. You never like make me think differently. NFTs in the purest form were incredible. We did it right in this community. NFTs were done perfectly, the way God intended, the way the devs wanted it to be. They didn't want it to be this hyper speculative, scammy rug pull. Buy a picture of a monkey and it's worth $1 million. It was to encapsulate culture within the NFT, a collectible for our culture. It was so wonderful. And then they killed it, and they took it from us. And we were doing it the right way. But now it's like I can't list an NFT now because no one, this new generation, of people in crypto, they don't have an OpenSea or a Rarible wallet. It's dead. NFTs are dead. Man. What a market, man. What an effing market. Solana only down 5% today. Nice. Off the lows by a lot. $5, $4.50. But still, unless we get a 3 hour and 44 minute miracle rally, Solana's effed, Ethereum's effed. Like technically speaking effed. But again, it's not about the breakdown itself. It's about the follow through. So they could break these things, supports on the close today. It seems all over. And then we just miraculously rally and recapture the levels. We'll be looking out for that. But I don't know how when Bitcoin still has some downside to resolve that butterfly that's achieved the badass and magnet move, by the way. Squirrely.rarible.com/MitchRayTA. Go check it out, man. I don't think many are available. That was the point. They were collectibles and they were limited edition, most of them. And then the ones that weren't limited edition, we'd mint like 3 and they'd sell for like thousands of dollars. And then they were gone. And the owners still have them or they're for sale for like 10 grand. I mean, we can look at Ethereum to Bitcoin. Sure. I haven't done that. Why not? Let me guess. Is it okay? Is Ethereum to Bitcoin going to be okay? No, it's not. It's never. Who said it was ever going to be okay? Wow, man. 3 things are certain in life. Death, taxes, and Ethereum to Bitcoin putting in fresh lows. 3 hours, 42 minutes ago, so it could bounce. But if it closed as is or any lower, it would be the lowest daily candle close on Ethereum paired against Bitcoin since May 29th, 2020. So we're going on almost 5-year lows on the close. Almost 5-year lows. Wow. And it's also a support resistance being broken. That's what's so terrible about this. It's not just about, oh, wow, we're about to make 5-year lows. No, you're about to break a key support. You've already broken it. So the next target level, if it's truly broken, and it's gonna mark down from there, you got 2 million sats. So that means from where it is right effing now, the target for downside would now be about 14%. Good God. You just better hope that a rally happens soon, but I don't know how or why it would ever bounce now. Cat's out of the bag, dude. You see that red vertical line? That's when Vitalik Buterin switched to proof of stake. Look what happened ever since then. Wyckoff distribution, phase E. Phase E, bunch of E's. Yeah, sold a Bitcoin's wreck too, yep. That one looked bad this weekend, and it's definitely, it's doing exactly like the thing. Like, I didn't know that there was going to be an insider scam pump and dump, but it was like, hey man, at this point we could probably get a lower high rally and dump, and now we're probably heading down. It's like perfect. Literally going down to, I don't even know, like whatever, 13,000 sats or something, 130,000 sats. I don't even know. Okay, so yeah, that's your target area down there. So we're waiting on it. We're going to get it. Going forward, the lowest daily candle close since December 2023. Gross. No, Maxim. No, XRP does not make me bullish. Sorry. I mean, I'm happy that it's so elevated off the election highs, because what, 98% of cryptos now have round tripped and lost every dime of their gains. But XRP is still way higher. Way higher. But my concern is just your momentum is in the hands of the sellers. You put in an all-time high, barely. You tested that 2017 all-time high, and you broke it like for a second, but that was the reversal, just like Solana. Big old sell-off. Then two peaks, not one, but two, which makes it really bad, because the second one's that form of confirmation. Two failures to rival the all-time high, and two bearish backtest of key levels. And now rolling over and nearing your lowest daily candle close since December 30th, lowest close impending of 2025, unless we catch a bounce. And if you don't hold that 190 level, it could be the same type of consequence we had on the way up, could be straight down. And then you look at the weekly, and I'm not saying this is valid yet. This is not a valid head and shoulders. It's not. You have to break the neckline. The neckline's kind of around 190. So it's a potential momentum shifting structure after a godlike run. And if it breaks down, long way down. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen, okay? I'm not rooting for this idea. I'm just presenting it as an idea, and it's a valid idea until buyers recapture $3. Good luck. So in order for this idea to be completely invalid as an idea, it would need to appreciate in value about 46+%. It's a lot of work. So I have concerns. Chat, hello? Anyone? Bitcoin 78,650 on the new 4-hour candle. If you don't know, just about 20 minutes ago, we were too busy with the stock market. You don't know, Bitcoin just put in its lowest 4-hour candle close since November 9th. That happened. What, 23 minutes ago? So,
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
There's bears out here.
we've been live now, hour 36 minutes. Real quick, do want to give a shout out to the people that support this 100% crowdsourced community. Joining the Patreon/Citadel. Real quick, let me just give a shout out to Fork. Thank you for the 3 months continued support. Soba Chak, thanks for 13 months continued support. Bitcoin Tech, thanks for 15 months continued support. Midnight City, thanks for the 6 months continued support. Nathan Riddit, thanks for the 4 months continued support. Good Amaya, thanks for the 8 months continued support, dude. Thank you. Swan Guy, thanks for the 3 months continued support. Thank each and every one of you. Y'all are amazing. And there are others too. It's hard to get to all of them because different days, and Patreon doesn't alert you to renewals, and it's annoying. It's really tough. But thanks to everyone that supports this community, whether it's via tips or via, the Patreon. Because you're not supporting me, you're supporting the team too. There are people that keep this all rolling, okay, smoothly for you. And it makes it, hey, I don't have to play ads. I don't have to push affiliate marketing links. I don't have to rug pull you. My integrity is insured. Future's still kind of up off the lows. Wow. Someone wanted to see TD, Toronto Dominion Bank. I think it looks bad. Unfilled gap. Failing to break 86.97 again. All four of these highs are lower than these highs. This high, this high, this high. I think you're in a downtrend and there's a distribution campaign ongoing. Redistribution. You could have a stop loss on a short above like 88 bucks and let this thing collapse because it's looking bad. Lower lows, signs of weakness below key levels, but they're recapturing it, but they're running up and they're testing and they're still giving forms of confirmation that there are less market participants involved with this asset than we saw in 2023, 2022, 2021. Or it's all 2022, excuse me. So I don't like that. I think this looks like it's setting up for lower prices. But I could be wrong, for sure. I could definitely be wrong. Yeah, that's just the trend. You have to pay attention to the trend, and it's been lower highs, lower lows for a long time. Even if you're not making lower lows or lower highs anymore, you're making the same highs. It doesn't change the trend. People will get that misconception. Oh, we're double bottoming in a bear trend. That doesn't mean crap. That's not a trend reversal. You're still in a downtrend. Yeah, we'll see Paris. It's probably because it can't be Bama Auburn. And Bama's going to have to beat Florida, I think. In the semis, maybe? I can't remember how the bracketology is. Anyway, guys, so I just wanted to go live to talk to you about, I mean, some very real developments and technical events that occurred today. I think you would agree. I mean, Bitcoin making lowest level since the 9th, or the 10th, but lowest 4-hour candle close of the 9th, and S&P lowest level since September. He broke supports, but let's see if the buyers can come in to save this market tomorrow. They're going to have a lot of time to digest it, right? Think about it this evening. So Bitcoin, though, back 79K, hit a low of 77.4, so off the lows, you know. So, I mean, Bitcoin's just going to go where the index funds go. So if the index funds start catching a rally, thank God for Bitcoin's going to rally too. Okay. So, like, please be sure to hit that like button on the way out. You know, we've been slacking on the likes because that's all I require. Okay. But if you enjoyed the coverage, hit that like button, the bell, sub. Join the Discord if you haven't. It's free to join the Discord. You get notified when I go live. You're connected to like-minded individuals. Over 15,000 of us, very active and family-friendly community. So join it or be destroyed. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Till next time, respect the TA.
Tell me what you find.
Adios, turd nuggets.